Okay, first one, as you see, it consists of 4 parts. So we call it cornice, wall panel, waistline, and skirting. So first one is this one, cornice. So I think I have shown you before. So we have different kinds of designs, sizes. So you can choose your preferred ones. So we install it on the top of the wall, and then wall panels. Yes, like this wall panel. This is a small size of wall panels with a louver design. So there are many kinds of outer and inner grooves here. Yes. So because many kinds of designs available, so today I'm just going to show you one of them. Yes, and also these big wall panels. So 300 millimeters wall panels. The design is completely flat. We only laminate different kinds of different colors of PVC film on the surface. And then I'm going to show you these samples, which is called a waistline. So you can see this is a European style, which we call it waistline. We install it in the middle of the wall. So you can see on the back of the waistline there are 2 grooves on top and the bottom. So we insert wall panels into these grooves here. And also we have different styles. This is also flat style. We also have European styles. So you can choose your preferred styles here. Also many kinds of colors available. And then the last one is this one, WPC skirting. So this skirting must be used together with our wall panel because as you see, there are grooves on the top of the skirtings because we need to insert our WPC wall panel into these grooves. So with these 4 profiles, with these three profiles and the wall panels, it can constitute a whole decoration system. So you might want to know how to install these profiles and wall panels. So because we are just going to show you some samples here. So it's more simple on the construction side. The same way we install these samples here. Firstly, we install our WPC skirting on the bottom. So here. So of course, how to install it? Let me introduce these very important clips here. So this is a plastic clip. We use it to install all of our profiles. So including WPC skirting, waistlines, of course some decorated profiles. And then firstly, we install these clips on the top. So for 1 meter of WPC skirtings, you can use 3, 4, or 5 pieces of these clips. So after you install these clips on the top, on the walls, then as you see, there are a long groove on the back of the skirtings. So we just install our skirting on the. We used to install our skirting onto the clips here, something like this. As you see, so we used 4 or 5 pieces for 1 meter of WPC skirtings. It's very easy. Firstly, install this clip and then just install the skirting on the clip here. After the installation of WPC skirtings, we use, as I told you, as I said, there is a groove on the top of the skirtings. So here we insert our WPC wall panel into this groove, and then one by one. And after this, then if you prefer the waistlines, here is waistline. Also, we install this waistline. Firstly, the same way we install WPC skirting. Firstly, we install this clip on the wall, and then we install our waistline on this clip. Then put it in this groove together with the wall panel, and then another wall panel. Yes, and then another wall panel here. Then insert wall panel into these grooves here, and then one by one. So many of you are curious of how to install our wall panel. It's very easy. We use gun nail or a very small screw here, and one by one to connect it. And then the final step is this one, cornice. Then on the top of the wall So we use this cornice here. Then with this wall panel and the profiles profiles WPC skirting with the line and the cornice, where it constitute of a whole decoration system. Of course, you can choose different styles, different sizes, and different colors. Yes, it's very easy. This is the first style which I brought to you. Yes, and another next is another style which seems to be easier than the first one. It's very easy. It only consists of 3 parts: cornice, wall panel, and skirting. That means we do not use with the line. So here is the same. Firstly, install our skirting on the wall and then wall panels. So in the whole middle of the wall, we only use wall panel from the bottom to the top. Then maybe you can choose 150 width or 300 or 600. It depends on you. And then after installation of the wall panels, then we install our cornice. We install our cornice on the top. Of course, this is the 2 styles which which I already brought to you. Of course, different clients prefer different style. Many of our clients use their own way to match these profiles and wall panels, because something like without the cornice, without the waistline, they only use wall panel and skirting. So firstly, they install skirting, and then from bottom to top, they only use wall panel. Yes, so it consists of only 2 parts: WPC skirting and wall panel. And some of clients maybe choose the simplest style. Which style? This one. Only wall panel, one by one connected, and then without any profiles, without cornice, without waistline, without WPC skirting, only wall panel from bottom to the top to consist of the whole decoration system. Yes, and choose their own colors, choose their own designs. Yes, so it's very easy.